Hey there, this is Darren sitting down with one of my best friends in the world, the woman who books me. This is Joseph Lier. Jennifer, how are you?
I'm excellent. How are you? It's so good to see you.
Thanks. Thanks for taking the time to do this because I know there's so many people out there who dream of being professional speakers or they are and they're trying to upgrade to get on more stages, especially with all the craziness that's happening right now. This is
Mm-hmm.
crazy, kind of
No.
changing the industry as we speak. So
Yeah.
Jennifer, give us a little bit of your background. So I know for many years you owned a speakers bureau. You were just recently acquired. Tell us more about that.
Yes. So for 5 years, I owned my own bureau. Well, actually, it's going on 5 years now. So it would have been about 4.5. And the last part of last year, I was approached by a few different bureaus, ironically, over the last couple of years. But last year, I was approached by an amazing bureau called Executive Speakers Bureau. They're based in Memphis, but of course, they work nationwide and worldwide. And they came to me and said, "Hey, we love how you work. I'm very involved in our association of speakers bureaus, and so we work a lot together. And we have an amazing group of people in our industry where we collaborate with each other. We're not, yes, we're competitors, but we're such great friends, and so we get to see each other a lot and really work together." And he said, we are growing. I want you a part of my team." So he
Hmm.
acquired me and my company and my clients, and I came on over to their side.
Nice. So now you
Yeah.
get some systems in place to help you. I love what you do and how you
Yeah.
do it. I'm thrilled to
Thank
work with
you.
you. Whenever I get, for those of you out there, the best way to build a relationship is to get booked and then hand it over to someone who does this for a living. Because for me personally, my business models, keynoting is not the main portion. It used to be. So
Mhm.
now my team is trained in different areas and I don't want to retrain them.
Right.
And then we got to like learn all the lessons along the way. So for you, what would you recommend? Like you have so much knowledge. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, you're so welcome. So I love that you mentioned that because it is true. Like, I mean, I'm doing this day in and day out. Things roll off my tongue. I'm able to negotiate with a client, right? Because I mean, I'm doing it constantly. So I'm able to negotiate with a client, work on numbers, work on what I want them to give. If they're maybe a little bit under a speaker's typical fee, I know what to ask for, maybe what benefits to be able to receive. I know how to make them understand that they're really getting a great value. So things are coming out of my mouth differently than it would from a speaker directly, and or
Mhm.
even from a team that's maybe not doing it all the time, like you said. So the advantage of this is having me work your leads is that I can close things pretty fast because I know how to have it in my process and get things done. So for speakers out there, I would suggest that if you don't have somebody full time, this is not a full time thing for you. It's something that you can learn yourself, but maybe you can collaborate with somebody else who does it in the industry. I know that there's some speaker management companies out there that do that if you are growing to that place. But really, it's a process. It's a process to find out where you are and when you need that. For you, it's perfect because of your other sides of your business that it helps you. So that's definitely a conversation. We'll cover a lot more of that when I speak at your event next week.
Yeah, she's Jennifer's joining us next week at Stage
Yeah.
Time Live, where we're going to go in depth and detailed and get some literally step by step critiquing of what you need on your website. But
Mhm.
Jennifer, what are some of the misconceptions out there that a lot of speakers operate on, but are a waste of time or just not the best use of time?
Absolutely. So, I mean, right now, let me just start with this. There are a lot of speakers out there. There's an influx of people, and it could be the timing because of the internet, social media, the awareness. All of a sudden, everybody wants to be a speaker. And so, if the misconception is build it and they will come. So they go, right? I have a website, I have my information, I have my one sheet, I have all these materials. Where is everybody? And then they'll say, there's just no business out there. Well, it's interesting. Actually, I want to kind of go back with what my first few sentences out of my mouth was today is that Executive Speakers Bureau is growing. Their business is growing. They're constantly moving up. They're again for multiple years on a row on the Inc. 5000 fastest growing businesses in the country. So there is not a lack of business. There's only a lack of connection, a lack of awareness, a lack of you doing what you need to do as a speaker to get yourself out there. And so the misconception is that you don't have to do anything, that it's really based on only referral and or, like I said, build it and they will come. being a speaker is a business. And that's the biggest misconception that I see across the board, that a speaker's not doing enough for what they need to do for their company, for what they need to do for themselves. You are a product. So you have to be the product, the branding, the marketing, the communications, the customer service, the sales, the executive. You're having to do all of that until you build a team around you. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I should have warned you. I have a sound effects machine that I'm having too much fun with. So I was just applauding the fact that they're still fastest growing.
Oh,
So that was that little sound in the
I was
background.
wondering.
Sorry,
Got it.
I
It's
should have
okay.
warned you.
That's all right.
Anyway, so Jennifer, there's a lot of misconceptions out there, just like you were mentioning. And I know there are a lot of speakers who, like, the world does not need another speaker.
No.
The world needs a message that is in front of the right audience. And you, as an agent who books speakers, we need to supply you with what you need. That's my job, like on stage, and then give you what you need to market me. So what are some of the things that are maybe misconceptions in that area?
One of the things is, and this is, I see with, again, speakers across the board, like they give me their either their bios or their speech topics, and they're like, here you go. And I look at that and I go, this is just, I need you to rework this. And they go, what do you mean? And I said, I need you to really give me something, give me a compelling title, give me a short paragraph that grabs them, and then give me some takeaways that they know that they can have ROI for purchasing you, you're for paying your fee, whatever it may be, whether you're beginning and it's 2,500 or 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, it has to be something that they go, oh my gosh, yes, we want that for our company. And so, speakers that are out there, when you're writing and a lot of people don't know this, some of people don't even have topics to begin with. I just got a call from two ladies that are speakers yesterday, and they're like, how do we get started? How do we get booked with you? I'm like, first you need a website, and but I said, you need a website, you need videos, you have to have all these things, because even though your company, and a lot of people have that misconception too, like they have a consulting company or they have another part of their world that's successful, and here's their website. But if you're a speaker, you need something of you. And I'm working with another woman too, who's got this incredible training company, and she's tremendous, but she doesn't have a speaker website or a speaker page on her website. And, you really need that, because like I said, people are paying a large amount of money for you to come in. And even when it's $2,500, that's a lot of money to a lot of businesses, and so they're investing that. They want to see that you've invested in what you do, so that they can get enough information to know who they're bringing in. And the fact that they're getting that, return on investment, and the people that that you're going to be speaking for are going to get the information that the heads of the company are wanting to be able to convey, and because they want to make a change. And another thing with speakers out there, there's nothing better than I love than a great story. I love a great story, and you need a little bit more than that in today's world. So because of the online presence, and because of YouTube videos and every other avenue that you can go and watch personal development and get information, people are smarter. People have more information now. So if you, as a speaker, as a professional, you're not bringing the tools along with it, you might get passed by for somebody else who does have that. So
You will get passed by.
You will get passed by. Yeah. So you need to constantly keep on improving your game. Another misconception is that, like once you write it, you're done. No, you need to keep on developing new content. You need to maybe keep adjusting as you go. You need to keep making it fresh. If you have stories that are 10 years old, it's time for new stories. If you have stories that are 5 years old, it's time for new stories. You need to constantly tweak your content. This is what you are. This is what you do. Performers constantly tweaking their music, their staging, an actor is constantly tweaking and working on their craft. I'm going to just keep going, because there's another thing too that I get so passionate about this. Sorry. But that if you're not working on your craft consistently, you're going to left behind. We all know in this industry, personal development period, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. If you're not improving, you're going the other direction. So if you're not constantly working on you and who you are, and your keynote and your timing and, all of those things, then you're going to get stale, especially if you're not doing it all the time. This is something you have to keep on practicing. You've got to do it to get better. You have to do it to get better. So coaching, learning, trainings, things of that nature, Stage 10 University, all of those things make you a great speaker. As a vocalist, in my previous life, I even still today, 35 years later, I still go to voice lessons. I'm not doing it all the time, but I'm still going to voice lessons to make sure that I'm doing it right. And I even have lessons on speaking, as far as, my tone, how I convey my words, so that I don't lose my voice when I'm talking all day, and it's just in sales. And so, there's all these little nuances that you could constantly be doing something to get better every single day that will improve you overall. It'll make you a better speaker, a better business person, a better wife, mom, husband, boyfriend, dad, all those things. So
When I was competing in the world championship, I interviewed all the other world champions, and one question struck me, and it was Otis Williams Jr. He said, "Be so good. The only question is who comes in second."
mm,
And so for our marketing materials, you need the best marketing materials. So we have to be so good that we have a
yeah,
compelling message on our website. You don't just need a website, you need a compelling,
yes,
clear message on your website. Your demo video that has to have a compelling, clear message in your
yes,
video that's got that energy that sells your story, just like you're
yes,
saying you're looking for.
yeah.
And Jennifer, like, I don't know if you realize this or not, but I'm not going to see you at the you're out of town now, right? No, yes.
Leave tomorrow morning.
Leave tomorrow morning. So I'm not
Mhm.
going to see you at the mastermind tomorrow, where I was so excited to launch my new website. So for
Yay.
everyone watching here, I want you to understand what I'm doing, because I am a student. Remember, I asked you, Jennifer, early on when I started working with you, I said, how can I be your favorite?
Mhm.
You remember that question?
I
How
do.
be your favorite? And so I asked Jennifer, I'm just being open and real. I asked Jennifer, who is killing it in the speaking world? And you gave me a list of, excuse me, 5 different websites. And I've been studying those for 2 months, and I've been reconstructing, because I have to keep upgrading my materials to help you sell me.
Mhm. Absolutely, because there's so this is the thing, and this is where a lot of people have a little misconception on their marketing materials. If you're creating the website, you're creating everything and all the content on there, it's coming from you. Best thing to do is have other people involved, so that you can have other people look at your stuff and say, hey, what are you getting from this? Who do you think I am? What am I conveying? Are you really getting the message on, clear and concise message of what I speak about, what I'm all about, where my company's coming from, what my goals are? And because the person who's looking at you, that maybe stumbles across you, because you might have people who are referred to you, then those are lay down, those are warm leads, those are people who are already interested, who have heard great things about you, and you're most likely going to close that event. But if somebody is searching for you, searching for your topic, or maybe your industry, and stumbles across you, you're going to lose out business if your website isn't clear and concise with the messaging and the branding, and photos and videos and things that you can be, for your best, putting your best foot forward. That you need to constantly be working on that. And I love that you're a constant student, so you're always asking, what could I be doing, what could I be changing or tweaking? And you're always great at asking friends as well. Like, don't be afraid to ask people that you're involved with
Hmm.
to look at your stuff and say, hey, what do you think about this? Because like I said, when people write their own stuff, it's never going to be good enough. Like, elicit the help of other of professionals. Have somebody interview you, write your bio, because they're going to write a way more exciting bio than you can write about yourself, right? A more compelling bio. Because yeah, and same thing with maybe your speaking topics, or maybe your mission. And get professionals involved with you, because this is you, this is your brand, this is other companies improve. Maybe they're doing improvements every year. You look at Apple, constantly doing new and better things. And my marketing and branding speakers, they're constantly writing a new book,
Hmm.
having a new topic, improving their website. And they will do that once every 1 to 2 years. They're going to upgrade their website and their information, definitely the copy, and make sure that it's fresh. They're onto their social media, and they're participating. So yeah, it's a constant process.
Yeah, when you told me about these different websites to look at and study, for everyone watching this, if you want to get booked, the cool thing is there's some amazing speakers out there and you can go look and see what they're doing and then you model it. You don't ever
Yeah.
steal it, but you
Right.
model what they're doing and that's why when you showed me those, I'm like, oh man, I need
Yeah.
an overhaul. And that's the reason we got to be careful who we listen to, because you don't
Hmm.
want to. It's okay to get some feedback from other people, but we've also got to filter it. Like, do they really know what it takes to get
Oh
booked?
yeah. Yeah.
So that's why we have Stage Time Live. That's why we have you come in, and I'm going to be sitting there listening and taking notes myself,
Yeah.
because you've got so much great, I won't even say information, but the right information to help get me booked.
Yeah.
Um, do you have time to look at a website or no?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
do you want to, I had Scott's up. Do you want to look at Scott's?
Oh yeah. Scott's, my Scott's is my favorite.
Okay, so we'll show Scott's and you walk us through. I'll just hit
Okay.
whatever you want me to hit.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is an example of a great website and one of the 5 that I've been studying to rebuild mine. So let me know here, Jennifer,
Yeah.
what makes this good? And at the live event, we're going to go deeper, and Jennifer is actually going to give you a list of everything you need to consider for your
Mhm.
website. So another reason to join us at Stage Time
Mhm.
Live. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna get point by point things to do for your website, and you'll get tips and tricks of things. So looking at Scott's, like it's just always my favorite. Because of the functionality of the website. I remember the functionality and the messaging. So go back up to the top for me. I'm going to start with that. So the first thing you do when you go onto Scott McKain's website, you know exactly what he is about. That tagline, or that thing on that just above the fold here on top of the picture, distinctive business performance. You understand what he's all about right there. Now, for what I would do and what I train people to do also is, you also want to have on that top, above the fold is speaker, author, consultant, whatever that is. You make sure that people know exactly what you do the moment they go onto your website.
Mhm.
I love the top. I love how it's clean. I hate busy websites because you don't know how to navigate it. Like the eye, you might think I need to put as much information on there as possible, but that has gone. That has
Mm.
gone by the wayside. So you really want to have something clean for you to be able to look and navigate. So on the top, I'm going to look go over that, the toolbar at the top. So you have his about page, which that's going to be his bio, his speaking. So his speaking topics are going to be there, and we'll go through that definitely deeper at the class. But training, what he does with training workshops, his books that he has for sale, any resources that he suggests, and then of course contacts. So just a really simple, clean website that shows exactly what that a meeting planner or event organizer needs to know, because it's not always, it's not bureaus we already know him. It's really the meeting planners, event organizers, or anybody else, business people who want to go to his website. So go ahead and scroll down. Oh, and I love the picture. So it
Yeah.
shows, okay, so the picture's pretty powerful, right? It shows that he speaks to large audiences.
Mm.
It's interesting because that's something that people either go for a video or a picture. Sometimes a video is hard to load. And so a picture is always a great option. If you have an amazing, powerful, compelling picture, that's always a good thing. So you can go down. So awesome. So ultimate customer experiences don't just happen. So you really just, as you're going through it, you know exactly what he's talking about. Ultimate customer experience. And here's his video. So he'll have his demo video right there, something easy to find. So you don't have to go to a speaking page or a video page, okay, great. Have your demo video on your front page and then have it elsewhere too, but have it there so people can find it quick. An amazing testimonial. And then as you go down, WordPress websites, which are so easy and so functional and very affordable to create. Most likely, I know he does his actually, Scott does his customized, but they have that same thing. So keynote speaking, training, workshops. And so you can click on it from above on that toolbar, or you can click on it there too.
Mm.
And then his clients, his homepage is just very powerful. It gives an overview of everything that he does, but it's clear and concise and it's clean, which is what I love, like I said. And
Mm.
so, just really great pictures. And so, and that really, on that note, so anytime you go speak somewhere, I know it's hard as the one person, you're the talent, you're giving the presentation, but wherever you can, get pictures and get video whenever it's allowed and whenever it
Mm.
makes sense. just get as many photos as possible. I mean, you take this photo, for instance, for Scott, he's most likely on a big stage because that's where he speaks most of the time. But what if he was just in a conference room, and you can have a great photo, and then you can have a Photoshop person cut it out, change it to a black and white, and there you have this amazing photo for yourself. I mean, think on those lines of what's possible.
So smart. Jennifer, if you got to go, like, please let us know, because I want to honor your time. But anything else
I can keep going.
No.
No, I can keep going really. I just love everything he is. Everything he does clean and well done. You know, of course, he has multiple books that he's written.
I love
So
the bookshelf. Like, how cool is that? A bookshelf.
I've never seen that. I know.
That's awesome.
I have to tell Shelly, the person who did his website, she's so good. But then, of course, there's his is that his, oh, he's doing a workshop. Okay. So he also has a podcast, which I know is probably going to be on here somewhere, but his podcast is here too. So he's just so impressive. Go really quick to his speaking page, because I want to go over that and then we can move on.
Okay.
So one of the things about, being a speaker, this is what you do. You need to be able to convey this so clear so people know exactly what you are. So again, love the top, love the very impressive photo. Go ahead and scroll down. He's got some little marketing things, top reasons you should hire Scott. You'll sleep really well at night. I love that. Talk to what people, talk to who you are. I mean, I think that's a great suggestion to say, why you? Why you? I love that he put that on here. So keep on scrolling down. I want to go over his topics. So his presentations, his programs, creating your distinctive program. Go ahead and keep scrolling because it's a little bit further down. So he has his Create Distinction. That's his signature program, what he gets hired most to do and what he's done for so many years. And it's amazing. And I've heard it multiple times and I always just hang on every word. But he has here's the ultimate customer experience, which is where he started. And then it's to learn more. So go ahead and click on his learn more button because he has the title, either one, anyone. So you can see that right before you do that, he has the title and then he has the key audience takeaways, which is really, really important. So here now he's got a nice description about it. So he's got the title, he's got a good description. Again, he's got the audience takeaways and then the duration of what it could be. So he's got everything there that a client would want to know. I mean, I go to his website and I have no questions other than, are you available? If you can go to somebody's website and just say, are you available? That's pretty impressive. Okay. Nice. Go to the resources one. Let me go over that one more time, and just because it's important. So for a meeting planner or for a bureau partner, go ahead and scroll down a little bit. Keep scrolling. Oh no, sorry. Where's his meeting planner? Go to speaking.
Oh, you want his?
Where's his? They just changed this website, so. Go ahead and scroll all the way down.
Right?
No, there should be like a meeting planner. Go ahead and scroll all the way down because maybe at the bottom of his speaking page would be his 4 meeting planners.
Fees and availability?
No. They didn't take that off. I know they didn't. So where would it be? Nope. Go ahead and scroll all the way down to the bottom for me. At the bottom footer, is there something for meeting planners? No, that's interesting. I'll have to take him off of my favorites list. No, I'm kidding. No, I'll have to look. But there's you should have and I know it's here somewhere. I just have to find it. You should have a meeting planner page or something for planners or event organizers, because what will be there is like your intro, your bio, your AV, your topics list, things that they can download that they need for their conference. That's easy. They don't have to call you. They can go there and do it. Maybe sometimes they will. And let me give you one trick. Like if a meeting planner or organizer emails you and says, hey, can you send me these 5 things? Don't go, yeah, it's on my website. Don't do that. Because then it's one more step that they have to go do. Make doing business easy with you. Just send it to them. Have a link in a Dropbox folder and just send them the link so they can just download it into their files. Make it easy. But you should have it on your website. So anyway, those are some few tips and some things that you should be aware of as a speaker. And we're going to cover that and so much more. And we're going to go in depth.
What else are we going to cover, or what will you be covering at the event? So
I'm going to cover
live.com.
Yeah. staytimelive.com. We're going to go over during my session what exactly you need. What are the materials you need to be successful, either to get started and or to elevate your business. How you can work with bureaus, when and why you're going to be in contact with them. What are some really great tips on how to connect with them and get noticed? What you can do in your city to build your business, how you get started, or how you maybe elevate where you are right now, and what you should be doing on social media as well, like what we like to see, and what I hear from planners of what people like to see. And then also, I talked about everything that you need as a speaker as far as your promotional materials. And so website, video, one page, headshots, and how to get the best of each of those things. And then also we're going to do a couple of assessments. And so if anybody wants me to look at their website, I'll do a couple of live assessments there.
Sweet. And a question came in, Jennifer, on Facebook Live from Ray Engen. He said, what industries want humorous approaches to leadership and training? And he
Everyone. Everyone.
Everyone.
I mean, most people want, a compelling, entertaining keynote, something that will keep people engaged. And so if you have a humor side to your keynotes, oh my gosh, that's always a winner. Always a winner.
Yeah, Ray used to be a writer for the Tonight Show.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. And he's very funny. And so if I could maybe rephrase his question. So what could he do to maybe like the humorous side of, or funny leaders or better leaders or something like that? Or
we asked that one more time. My Wi-Fi just kind of glitched.
Yeah, there's so many leadership programs out there. I'm just wondering how he could like bring in the funny side of leadership, or, his approach, just to differentiate, because there's so many leadership speakers out there. I don't know. Just brainstorming.
I mean, so one of my favorite funny speakers aside from the funny speaker that I'm talking to right now, that I love so dearly, is Jeff Havens. So Jeff Havens is a comic, and he is hilarious. And I've hired him for his leadership keynote multiple times, and it's the tyrant within. It's part of it's called The Tyrant Within. I can't think of the beginning of that. But it's, go to his keynotes. Oh my gosh. Unleashing Your Inner Tyrant. I mean, come on. I mean, it just doesn't get funnier than that. Unleashing Your Inner Tyrant. And he's hilarious. He talks about things that you would really like to say, but you don't, and how to offset that. So he comes in a humorous approach, and this is what you can do. So if you're a funny guy, if that comes natural to you, you see life in a different way. Just, funny people see life in a whole different perspective, and because you see the things that are humorous that maybe nobody wants to point out. And that's what great speakers do, that are that have that humorous talent, that have that funny talent, that you can talk about things that people really want to say and they don't, and you guys can usually come off with it so well. And so what it does is it loosens people up, it gets them laughing, and then you hit them with the really good information. And so there's lots of different ways to go. I'm not a keynote coach or speaking coach like that, but it's just my observation of what differentiates people and their different the ways that they do it, and how what sets them apart, and just kind of understanding how they come about it. They're coming about it in a whole different way, and then they just they get people relaxed and having a good time. And then I've seen other speakers who are not really they're not comics by trade or by nature. They are just funny. And so they have a way of looking at things. And so they'll open with 10, 15 minutes of funny stuff. Like I said, things that people just don't normally think about. And then they'll go into all their content. So people are relaxed, having a good time, and they're so open and ready to learn. So there's different ways to go about that. I know that you teach a humor camp, so I know that you have that yourself, and you're the master of that. So you can probably speak more to that than I can.
Well, you're super kind. So Jennifer, I love your passion about this. This is why I love working with you, because I asked for 20 minutes and we've been going way longer than that. So I want to get you back to work. Thank you so much. And by the way, Jennifer Ford Sakes and I are going to do an exclusive retreat this summer, June 5th and 6th. We haven't even released anything. This is the first time the public knows about the event. So that's coming up as well. But Jennifer, can't wait to hang out with you and learn more from you. And I'm working hard on that website. So you go, wow, I can book this dude.
I cannot wait to see it. And I'm excited for next week. And I'm excited for a weekend because you'll have, one-on-one time with us when we're doing that weekend retreat. And it'll be very, very valuable. So come and join us and be with us for this.
Jennifer, thank you so much for your
Welcome.
time and your wisdom to help us get on more stages. Remember, it's not just the website. It's a compelling story. It's what the event planner needs. Jennifer needs the tools to book you. So if you want to start working with a bureau, and if you want to work with a bureau or an agent, like, you already need to have these things in place and working before you reach out, because they don't need another speaker. They need another great, compelling message that is easy to sell. Jennifer Joseph Lier, thanks. Safe travels. We'll miss you, and can't wait to see you next week. Thank you again.
Looking forward. You're welcome.
All
You're
right.
so welcome.
You rock.
Bye.